If you're like me and you're looking for a new C drama to fill the hole that Hidden Love has left for you, I think I have some suggestions of some new C dramas that you should definitely binge watch. Hi, I'm Monique. I am the host of Off by Purple Heart podcast, where I talk about K-dramas, apparently C-dramas too, BTS, and pretty much anything else that I want. Today I just want to do an episode where I talk about some C-dramas that I picked up and some C-dramas I think will help replace the void that Hidden Love has left. Hidden Love is a C-drama that actually came out this year in 2023. It is extremely popular right now. It's trending pretty much everywhere on social media for everyone that, watches any Asian media of sorts. And it's just fantastic. I've done already 2 videos about it. I could do actually a lot more, to be honest, but for this episode, I wanted to talk about some C-dramas that I think could potentially kind of fill that gap a little bit. And I'm actually going to start off with Exclusive Fairy Tale as first C-drama that I talk about. This particular show I'm going to have a separate podcast episode about right after this one, so you want to check that out if you want to hear my full review on it. I've also talked about it in a previous episode as well. And I think if you're looking for the lighthearted humor that was in Hidden Love, this would probably be a good one to check out. It also stars 17's Jun, so if you're a 17, you're like a Carrot fan, and you want to see him in a dramatic role, then this is definitely something I think you'd get a kick out of. But it definitely leans into humor a lot more, I think. It is very silly, it's very slapstick, it breaks the fourth wall a lot, meaning like the characters actually address the audience that's watching and they're literally looking in the camera. There's a lot of jokes towards Jun's idol background as well throughout the show, which is cool. The female lead's best friend is like a huge fan of him in real life, like she's actually a fangirl of him, but the show does like kind of like wink wink nudge nudge, even though he's playing a character within the show, but they reference him in real life as well. So that kind of just shows you just how the show doesn't really take itself seriously. So if you really enjoyed the humorous aspect of Hidden Love, and you want a C-drama that's a little bit more light and fluffy, that doesn't take itself seriously at all, Exclusive Fairy Tale is where to go. I actually liked it for the most part. I think it was really sweet. The chemistry is really good. I can tell you in the final episodes when the 2 leads get together, that chemistry like kicks off, and I actually kind of wish they spent more time on the chemistry, because towards like the last couple episodes, it's so good. It is so good. But I'll talk about that more in the separate episode that I'm going to do about Exclusive Fairy Tale. I do think that the similar structures in it as well will breed itself a little bit of familiarity. So there's the whole, growing up together aspect. In Hidden Love, it starts off with the character being like 14 and her love interest being 19, and he doesn't see her that way at all until they are both adults, are in a college setting, but they kind of, have this friendship, and they kind of grow up together in a sense. And I think Exclusive Fairy Tale does this as well, but the characters are closer in age. They're actually not that much older than one another. I think they're born within like days of each other, and their family units are really close. They grow up together, and it is a little weird in the sense that the female lead, she kind of sees her love interest as a brother throughout the beginning stages of the story, but that does shift as they get older and they head into college and then into the workforce. So that is kind of familiar to Hidden Love. They have like similar conflicts as far as the workplace. I know with the female lead, she has an overbearing, domineering kind of boss that is like undercutting her at the workplace setting, which is kind of similar to Hidden Love as well. And I don't know if that's like a staple in C-dramas. Like, this is still very new to me. I'm definitely more seasoned in watching K-dramas. And I think it's just a lot more fun in tone. So I can't stress enough, it doesn't take itself seriously at all. I do think because the female lead is really wacky and zany, and she's really upbeat and in your face with her sense of humor, and it like the show like kind of browbeats you over the head that she loves food, she's constantly stuffing her face, but it's like super slim, and then has like this kind of manic pixie dream girl kind of energy. So I don't know if that would be off-putting to some folks, but I think the actress does a good job when she's met with more serious moments. And there's a lot of familial bonding as well in the show that I thought was great as well. The friendship groups are fun. I think the female lead and her best friend are great. The best friends romance too has its own subplot and its own journey. So overall, I think Exclusive Fairy Tale is worth your time, and I watched it all 24 episodes. So that was released in 2023. Another suggestion for you would be When I Fly Towards You, which is also a 2023 C drama. And I think for this one, if you enjoy the soulmate-like chemistry, you enjoy more of the slice of life, you like the school backdrop setting and the more slow, gradual puppy love scenario, and you like the idea of the female lead falling first and then the male lead falling harder, that seems to be a really popular trope, and I really love that in romance stories in general. I think you'll enjoy When I Fly Towards You. Mind you, I am currently watching When I Fly Towards You, so I haven't completed it yet, but I do think it's worth your time. One, because the same female lead from Exclusive Fairy Tale is also starring in When I Fly Towards You, and even though she's still playing a really upbeat sunshine type character, she's a little bit more toned down in this one, and I think you'll enjoy her performance a lot, at least from what I've seen so far. Plus, bonus points, the writer of Hidden Love is also the writer of When I Fly Towards You, so you will definitely feel that's a lot more familiar as far as tone. And I think with this one, I enjoy the fact that they're of similar ages, and I do like that the character, the male lead, is a little bit more stoic, yet early on in the show he already shows his love language in acts of service, which I think is also something that a lot of romance story lovers like myself really enjoy, as a lead that will do acts of service and acts of kindness without even realizing that he's falling for the female lead. So I think this one would be the natural C drama to pick up after Hidden Love, if you want to have that same overwhelming soulmate love and just beautiful cinematography and just a gorgeous OST, and just overall just get into more of the emotional crux of the show. I think When I Fly Towards You would be definitely a good choice. I'm currently watching right now and I'm currently enjoying it, so I strongly recommend that one as well. My next suggestion will be Lighter and Princess, which is a C drama that aired in 2022. Now this one, I've only watched a couple episodes so far, and I would recommend this one more for those who are in for just in your face bam bam type chemistry, like right off the rip. So this one is definitely darker in tone. I would say a lot darker than the other two that I previously suggested. So if you like the more dark elements of Hidden Love, because Hidden Love had all of it, right? It had the lighthearted, it had the slapstick comedy, it also had the darker elements with the stalker storyline. So if you're looking for a more darker, serious toned C drama that has that in-your-face insane chemistry, I think you're going to enjoy Lighter and Princess. Now, I can't vouch for the entire series because I haven't completed the entire series thus far, but it does have the trope of bad boy meets good girl. And the first episodes that I've watched, it's just establishing the overall storyline, and they were once connected in high school. They since have been separated. The male lead has been to jail and we haven't really fully figured out why, and he's recently been released and she's gone on with her life, and she is reminiscing about the time they had together and wanting to know the mystery as to what happened to the relationship. Why is he in jail? Why is all this kind of crumbled around them? And at one point there is like a robbery, like she has something that's taken from her, and there's like this wild goose chase that they're on, and she's running all over the place, and by a chance circumstance she ends up seeing him again, and it just takes off with a bang. So this one I think would be really interesting for those that just want to get into that darker tone and are looking for just a C drama that has intense chemistry. I'm telling you, if you're watching and it's like 2 episodes in or 3 episodes in and there's already just bam in your face chemistry, then it's going to be a wild ride, and I have a feeling it's going to be really good. It's also really highly raved about, so I have a feeling that the hype from it will pay off, and maybe going into like the fall of this year, that would be a kind of show that would kind of fit the tone for, you know, pumpkin spice season if you're into that. And my last suggestion would be for a C drama to watch in place of Hidden Love is Our Secret. That aired in 2021. Now I'm going to be completely transparent. This is the only C drama so far that I haven't watched any episodes in. I'm simply just going off of recommendations and by a brief synopsis of it. I know for this one it is rivals and enemies to lovers, which is a very popular trope. It also has a high school setting as well. It also has the slice of life type feel to it as well, and there is more of that mysterious element as well with it. Our Secret Love is definitely one that I probably will be reviewing on this podcast as well. I'll probably be reviewing all of these, but definitely I am really interested in checking out Our Secret as well, because I love rivals to lovers in any romantic setting, whether it be book or movie or TV show. So that's definitely one that I want to check out as well. So that's my suggestions for C dramas to check out if you are wanting to fill the void and the gap that Hidden Love has left. I am definitely getting more into C dramas. I am really loving them, so don't be surprised if more will pop up in this podcast. I have a follow-up episode where I am going to talk all about exclusive fairy tales, so stay tuned for that. And definitely When I Fly Towards You and definitely Our Secret I will be talking about as well in the future. So I hope you stay tuned and look out for that. Thank you for joining me for this podcast. However, I really appreciate that viewership. Please, if you are watching via YouTube, you know, send me a comment. Tell me your thoughts. Have you watched any of these C dramas? Are any of the recommendations that I've talked about, are you going to look into it as well? If you're listening via Spotify or any other podcasting platforms, please share with your friends as well. I appreciate that. So until the next episode, bye!